Hello, I'm Waffle, and welcome to the SlowNerd multiplayer Minecraft server. We are at my mega base, currently under construction, that I like to call Mount Waffle, and I'm in the mood to continue some work here. First, we'll need to prep some supplies and definitely make a visit to the shopping district. Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's go! Welcome back, and look at this, a beautiful waffle interior with all these bees everywhere that are just wonderful at pathfinding, right? This is basically one giant waffle bedroom in the center here. I have my nether portal off to the right, and over here straight ahead I made a little map room so you can see a top-down view of this mega base. I love that. That is so cool. And then over here off on this side, carefully, of course, we have our chest room with some smelters, plenty of storage area. This is an overflow area. We can just throw shulkers and stuff like that until I feel like actually sorting stuff. And we spent plenty of time working on the outside. And I did have to go on a work trip for about a week. And some of the nerds came by and continued placing some blocks too. And we are done, believe it or not. And it is looking fantastic. Look at this banana on the backside. I love this thing. Oh man, yes, so many fruits and syrups. This is one heck of a waffle mega base. And I think the interior is done, the exterior is done. So basically, this base is finally complete after months and months and months of work. And I love how it came out. And I hope you like it too. All right, let's head on out to new adventures. I'm here with Lars at his creeper and rocket factory. I've wanted to check out this place for a while, and finally we're both on at the same time. So I asked if I could come over, and he was kind enough to oblige. So what am I looking at here, Lars? And thank you for joining me.
Yeah, of course. So right now we're looking at this in just kind of like automatic mode. So it's not an AFK or like player kill mode. That's kind of my favorite way to make mob farms is using these campfires. Often you'll see these with kind of like slabs. So mobs will land on something and their drops will go into a hopper, or you put carpets on the hopper or whatever. But anytime you do fires, especially the soul campfires because they kill faster, you can always kind of toggle it on and off with, I keep a shovel with me and a flint and steel with me. So shovel turns it off, flint and steel of course puts it back on.
Yeah.
So right here you're getting, of course, the gunpowder. There's a lot of other aspects to it, but we'll start with that. So right now you're getting gunpowder. Right now the bamboo farm is actually switched off. It's just so hyper productive that you really only want to turn it on if you're going to be here for like hours and hours. I might turn half of it on. I've set it up such that you can turn like half of it or the full thing on. I don't remember what the exact number is, but probably 20 stacks of bamboo is what you'd get from one flick of the lever, and then it kind of starts to overflow if you don't have enough powder coming through.
Nice.
So that's what it's doing right now.
And this is all thanks to the crafter. I love the crafter so much. One of the best additions to Minecraft.
Yeah. And it's just loading up these chests with shulker boxes of flight duration 3 rockets. So we're at somewhere around 150,000.
With shulker boxes of them. Holy cow.
Yeah. We got a couple chests of shulker boxes. I kind of planned on filling this whole... I think I did the math in such a way that I'd have like 1.5 million rockets if I filled all these chests, but that'd be a lot of AFK, so probably not going to get there. But yeah, that's the rocket factory, and just for fun, we'll switch this over to record mode.
Oh, nice. So you can get records from the creepers. Nice.
Yeah, most folks will know this, but anybody new to Minecraft, this might be interesting. I'm going to kind of flick these campfires off by hitting them with a shovel. Yeah, the way you get records, of course, there's a lot of records that are more of like a loot, from a treasure chest, but there are 11 or 12 different ones you get from a skeleton finishing off a creeper with an arrow. So I went ahead and flicked this lever right here, and that just opens up a little tunnel so that the skeleton sees the iron golem. That tends to be the most common way of accomplishing this. Bubble column in between them just ensures
well, you know what? This is super simple. That's kind of, and also I didn't realize it was like 11 or 12 records too. That's actually a lot of different ones.
Yeah, actually, let me come down here and look at the exact number so we get it right. Yeah, it is. It's 12 different records you get exclusively from that. Actually, I think some of them you get in dungeon chests too, but you can get 12 different kinds using this method, and if you want a complete collection, there's some kinds that you can only get from this. So it's kind of fun. I'm going to put these back on. One other thing that's kind of nice, and it's very, I'd say, multiplayer server friendly, is I invented a system here where you can actually turn off creeper spawns. This is thanks to observers, and the new copper bulbs they're not super new now, but the newest light block we have, I think, what they allow you to do is turn them off and on with one input, with either a rising edge or a falling edge.
Yeah, so you turned on all the lights in there.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yep, so you'll see on the side of each kind of silo here, there's like a stack of observers, and on each kind of floor, of course, to make a creeper farm, you got to have a floor that's 2 blocks high, and then a little bit less because you put trapdoors on the ceiling.
Right.
That just makes it so zombies and skeletons don't spawn. And it is, as you can see from the ceiling, it's snow golem powered. You'll find out pretty quick if you build this wrong and you leave even one square to allow, spider spawns or skeleton spawns, they're just going to kill your golems, and you're not going to get any creeper spawns after a while. So yeah, you have to build these really carefully. But yeah, so each floor has one of those observers running into it, one on each side. So I should say 4 of them, and 4 copper bulbs, and they'll go ahead and illuminate this entire thing. And then I have 3 kind of silos. I've never actually counted the number of creepers per hour, but it seems to be 1 or 2 per second, just about. So if you stand there with a sword and just kill them, you'll rack up XP pretty fast too.
Well, Lars, thank you very much for the tour of the creeper factory And everything else you got going on around here is really cool too. And I learned something about mushroom cows. You can feed them different flowers and you get different suspicious stews, including some good ones. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks, Waffle. Thanks for coming by. Cheers.
Cheers. All right, I'll see you around.
See ya.
We are back here at my starter base, where it all began almost a year ago, believe it or not. We had our fun waffle house, we had our little pond over here, and then over here we had our little bee sanctuary that also doubled as a farm where we gathered a whole lot of our honey. And I'm back here at the beginning to say this is going to be the last episode for this season. The season's ending. It's almost run about a year now, and next, starting soon, is Season 10, which I am excited for. So, come join me for a montage of builds and friends over the course of the last year for Season 9 of the SlowNerd server. Hello, I'm Waffle, and welcome to Season 9 of SlowNerd. Well, I had a blast playing with the nerds this last season, and the builds were fun. Overall, it was just a good time. If you'd like to join us for next season, check out our website in the description below. Bedrock and Java players are welcome, adults only, and all playstyles are accepted. Some people play more than others, and we just hang out and have a good time. And one last thing, this channel is changing. Rather than posting server ongoings, it'll be more build-oriented to showcase what I'm working on and random fun things every now and then. So, if you'd like to be clued into server ongoings, then come join us. Alright, I gotta get back to waffling around. I'll see you guys on the other side. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.